Abundance, y'all. Abundance. I was gonna do the mental checkup yesterday, but I just didn't felt like doing it at that time, and I had a lot more stuff I had to do prior to that live screen. But today we on time. You know what I'm saying? We on time. You're late. You're on time. You're on time. You're late. Dr. Lee, Drumline, 2001. But uh, it's an amazing day. It's a relaxing day. It's a day where I am in my element, where I want to do. I got some videos, I got some music. We just gonna vibe out, and we gonna try to get the understanding of the frequency at hand at the moment in time of this realm, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to do where I have a split screen and we can look at a video. Hopefully that will work. When I mute myself and you can hear the video. So right now we're gonna talk about love, relationships, and the divine union of two people. So let's talk about it, and let's hear the video of the guy talking about it. Here it goes. One thing that amuses me: being single makes you realize that everyone is cheating. Like dead ass. Everyone is not being taken serious, right? You got 5 starter lineups, some even 10 starter lineups, right? You got a dude to buy you stuff. You got a dude to take you out. You got a dude you're cracking, right? There's like a starting 5 for everybody. Not me though, but for everybody else out there. Everyone is just like, people are not taking people serious anymore. And honestly, it's just because of social media. You know what I mean? People feel like they're too good to have just one person they're talking to. And I think we need to go back to the old days where we stick to one person we're talking to. Now, I understand that I guess you can't invest all your time into that one person, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if this is really true to be, is this really going to work out? But having options on top of that doesn't make it no any better. It doesn't make it better, right? Let's go back to the old days and like start talking to one person, see how it pans out, and that's it. Not right. I agree. We so looking at the outside instead of actually trying to build a connection with one another, and that's the shit that gets me. People move on so quick from people that they just feel like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work out based off a few days. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really see what a person mind like before you even try to fuck with them for real. Like that's how I feel with certain things. You gotta really test the person mind. Ask them questions that give them a deep perspective from within themselves, and that's how you find out who is really aligned with you or not. Because some people just use materialistic things as a way of completing the mission when it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Give me somebody that's have a mind that is uh more deeper than the surface. Give me somebody that's have a multi-dimensional mind frame or a wavelength or a frequency that it can align with mine, so we can build something with that. We can create something. We can do like, so much with it. That's what I'm seeking. You know what I'm saying? Give me somebody that can bring out more of the creative energy within the both of us based off the built up union we have together. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to be worrying about what the next person gonna do for you when you trying to build with somebody that you took the time to get the number, to talk to them and stuff, and have conversations. Don't leave that person because you feel like you could take somebody else and use them for your own benefit. Just to think about it, not we, but certain people try to take advantage of people, and when they can't do it, they move on and try to take advantage of somebody else, find somebody more weaker. They can't deal with a strong man, so they find a weak man that they control, and they be in control of the whole thing. No, it gotta be balanced out. It gotta be we both have a mind of our own, but we understand the mission and the vision at hand. That's the shit I don't understand this generation. You know, take me back to the old school when my grandpa and my grandma knew the vision and the mission that they need to do to help the kids grow into better humans or better divine beings. And also my grandma taught my mom too, you know, um, to be a better human and understand the mission at hand. So these ladies and these men of today, we have to really understand the union and how powerful that shit is when we come together. And with that being said, let's play Stay in Love Ain't Hard to Do. Know this thing called love. It's not hard as people make it seem, but in this generation, we met each other in a time, our life, where we met each other's standards, and we was not afraid to take a chance of love. Staying in love and hard to do when you know the truth. Yeah, yeah, staying in love and hard to do when you know your truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not hard. They don't want us together. You and me, it's something that is treasure. Staying in love and hard to do when you know the truth. You are the one. Take a chance with love. Make me feel something from above. I love you so. I love you so. So it's not hard for me to love you so. Because staying in love ain't hard to do. Ain't hard, when you know your truth. Ain't hard, ain't hard. Staying in love ain't hard to do. Ain't hard, when you know your truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gratitude supreme, Abraham. I just played a video where I was talking about, the guy saying that people have to. I'm gonna just play it, but I'm trying to get this other part right where I have to use a video on the side and y'all can see the video, and I'm gonna just break it down. So I'm trying to get that part right, but I'm gonna let you hear this part too of the guy saying the video I just played and I just broke it down. Hold on.
Being single makes you realize everyone is cheating. Like dead ass. Everyone is not being taken serious, right? You got 5 starter lineups, some even 10 starter lineups, right? You got a dude to buy you stuff. You got a dude to take you out. You got a dude you're cracking, right? There's like a starting 5 for everybody. Not me though. But for everybody else out there, everyone is just like, people are not taking people serious anymore. And honestly, it's just because of social media. You know what I mean? People feel like they're too good to have just one person they're talking to. And I think we need to go back to the old days where we stick to one person we're talking to. Now, I understand that I guess you can't invest all your time into that one person, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if this is really true to be, is it really going to work out? But having options on top of that doesn't make it no any better. It doesn't make it better, right? Let's go back to the old days and like start talking to one person, see how it pans out, and that's it. Not having one thing that amuses me, being single makes you
right. I totally agree. Like I just said early on, I was like, a lot of people, looking at, other people and not trying to build something and actually come to a common ground where they can build something. Like it is the person don't work out for a few days or and I just feel like most of the time it be the females. Like they be knowing they be having other people they talking to, but they want to see what you can do for them and try to take advantage of you when they can't do it. Cause they're in survival mode when they can't do it. Like they just move on and just forget about the whole connection. That shit, it don't make no sense. They control the narrative when it comes to actually trying to build something when you have a conversation. If they can't build a conversation within the text, most likely you're not a good person to communicate with. Like that's just crazy to me. Um, let me see. Let me see if this worked. I'm trying to get this part right. I'm trying to see the comments. It's like it is so much. This laptop is so slow. Let me see. Yeah, facts. But I'm trying to see it. It's not letting me get to it for some reason. Do y'all see it? It just literally froze up. It literally froze up. All right. Okay, I see it now. I'm going to play this video by Kaya, and I'm just going to just react to her thoughts, and then we're going to just do it like that.
That is for you. That is for you. The energy that you're giving to them, that is for you. Oh my God, I love him so much. He was the best ever. No, I am the fucking best ever. I love myself so much. I'm the best fucking option. He lucky I gave him the time and attention. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even be where the fuck he at right now. I don't care what the situation is. You guys have to stop telling yourself the opposite of what it is that you want to receive. When you understand how powerful your words are, you will stop saying certain things about yourself. You'll become more conscious of what it is that you're saying to yourself in your mind. This is why I keep telling you,
All right, y'all, man. Technical difficulties, bro. Every time I try to do that, it's like the laptop just want to act slow. Every time, I'm trying to do that, it just acts slow for some reason. Like I might need a new laptop or something, but I was trying to just do something different, and I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. This is about music. It's about my career. He tried to R. Kelly, but let me just play a song and I'm trying to get some videos for y'all, bro. Cause this is insane. Hold on.
The day I fell in love. The day I fell in love. The day I fell in love. I knew from the start I wanted to be with you. It
The day I fell in love. The day I fell in love. That's all hard. But I got some videos, man. We got some videos, you know what I'm saying? So we got Damara, we got Jason that dropped some more videos breaking down, you know, a lot of shit. So I got my wine, bro. I couldn't finish it the other day, so I'm finishing it today. And we got some more music, bro. We just gonna vibe out, man. I don't know what the fuck episode this is, but it's a mental health checkup. And let's get to the video of my girl Damari. And we gonna get it in, bro.
Experiencing is like that full awareness of self, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, however you're perceiving it, just you getting to know yourself on the realest and most authentic of levels, right? And so this can be a little challenging for people who are very prideful and who have been living in a mask, not only to the world,
Thanks,
but to
bro.
themselves, and just suppressing certain things about.
Oh, I gotta lock in on this video what she's saying because she about to tap in. I gotta lock in. Let me rewind that shit again. You feel me?
In the chaos right now, what I'm experiencing is like that full awareness of self, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, however you're perceiving it, just you getting to know yourself on the realest and most authentic of levels, right? And so this can be a little challenging for people who are very prideful and who have been living in a mask, not only to the world but to themselves, and just suppressing certain things about themselves from themselves.
Facts, not the judge, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are masking their insecurities because they don't want to tap in and be vulnerable to themselves and be like, damn, what the fuck I got going on? I gotta really tap in and lock into myself so I can't lose myself. A lot of people just kind of like scared, which is, you know, understandable, but at the same time, you gotta hold yourself accountable of that shit. You gotta be able to be like, I'm about to face my demons and win, you know?
And from the world, hiding certain things about themselves from themselves or from the world, whether that be emotions, and people that in the past were not in tune with their emotions, did not allow themselves to have feelings, did not allow themselves to cry, did not allow themselves to express pain, did not allow their soul to express itself, you know, through that energy and motion, which is emotion. So if that energy is not in motion, then that is stagnant energy. A lot of people have a lot of stagnant, built up, suppressed energy that they have not been allowing to flow out. You have to go with the flow. You have to allow yourself to flow. This is why crying is very healing. Crying is releasing.
And then it's like, you don't know what people go through. So that's why I always try to tell people they are great. You know what I'm saying? Even when they be feeling down, I'll be like, man, you great. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be who you are. But the world, we gonna all leave this world. So when you don't want to do things for yourself, you just losing out on who you are, because the world is not going to change for you. You got to be the change you want to see from within, to see the reality that you have for yourself come to fruition. Because it's like, why are you living for somebody else outside yourself? And that makes more stress because you can't be who you are. This tap in, lock in, regardless of who like it or not, you're going to have people that's on your frequency who fuck with you. And that's how I feel about that shit. Like, I stand on it, and that's my motto for my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I'm right, wrong. I understand. I hold myself accountability of it. I might have been wrong. I'd be like, okay, damn, I gotta do better. But I'm not. I'm gonna stand on what I am and what I did in that moment, because it was a purpose. It was a reason why you did that in that moment. If that makes sense, So this stand on business of who you are through the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, and just understand who you are, bro. And it's always a learning lesson. And every day we learn ourselves, we're evolving. So it's not gonna be like, oh, you finally learn it all. No, you always learn. You always gonna be learning to the end of it. Like, so let me see who said some in the comments. Yeah, facts, Abraham. Facts. I always get back to Damari.
Crying is flow. Crying, is healing. And a lot of people that don't cry, I haven't cried in years. That is a bad sign. That is not good. That is not healthy. Okay. Other things, desires, whether that be sexual temptations. A lot of people beat themselves up about having certain sexual desires, certain fantasies, certain, attractions, this, that, or whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking kind of fast, man. I got the wine in my mouth watering, so my mouth is watering for some reason. I'm not dehydrated. I drink water and stuff like that. But it's like when I drink wine, my mouth just be watering, bro. Like, and I gotta talk fast, bro. And then when I was younger, I was the baby boy, so it's like my brothers kept trying to talk over me, so I had to talk fast and get my thoughts out real quickly, bro. So this all started in the 90s.
and gaining that consciousness, getting out of religious constructs, getting out of societal constructs, getting out of your ego's constructs, anything that limits you and makes you feel like you're wrong for being your true self. Yeah, you have to allow yourself to experience that. You have to allow your soul to experience these things that you have suppressed, all the darkness that you have suppressed.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Because I love people to be who they are. I love the weirdness, the awkward moments of people when they being who they are. I love that shit because I'm like that. You know, I'm like when I be outside most of the time at stores, I'm awkward. I can't even hold myself. Like I try to hide that back in the day. Man, I'm an awkward black guy, bro. I'm not I'm not the most hoodest guy, but I stand up for myself and I understand the hood, respect me and stuff like that. But I'm the awkward black guy. Everybody had Jordans and Air Forces. I came out with all white Vans. And you had some of the hood dudes in high school actually wearing the Vans because I was so cool with it. They started wearing the all white Vans too. So I'm the awkward black guy who was awakened and awareness of the world. That's what I am. That's if you want to put a title on it, which I don't put title on stuff, that's the title, bro. I'm the awkward black guy who is awakened and make music, bro. Like that's what it is. If you want to call that awkward, that's what it is. But that's what I am, and I stand on business about that. And then even with females, some of the time, like I just do things that's not the norm of a regular, black guy that's from the hood. Like I just do some, I'm just the awkward black guy who was cool as fuck, make music and know well about the world. Like I always been like that, and I finally realized that about 3 years ago. I finally realized that I was that. At least I ain't no nerd or nothing like that.
And that is what a lot of us are doing right now. So for people who are very, pessimistic in the past, you might see yourself being optimistic right now. People who are very prone to always thinking negatively, you might feel your higher self, God, right, challenging you to see the good in things. You might go through experiences that.
And then I ain't trying to. I know y'all tired of me pausing the video, and I'm gonna lock in with her video. But it's like once you understand, like the awkwardness of a guy that's handsome, the awkwardness and like the low key kind of like the weirdness that is him being kind of innocent to a wicked, taking advantage of world. I ain't gonna lie, the girls love it, the hoes love it. You know what I'm saying? The hoes love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I really able to tap in, I can literally have a roster, but I choose not to because I just want one solid real one who understand my awkwardness and fuck with me and understand my views about the world and like just basically just be there when I be there for them, and we both can create some shit that this like a powerful essence that nobody can break. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I stand on that. If you want to put a title on that, I stand on that, being the awkward black guy that the hood respect, and like everybody got Jordans, I got white Vans, bro. Like, he said something. Salute Hurricane, bro. Salute to the bros. Yeah. So, let me get back to the video.
Force you to be grateful for the things that you do have, right? So you might be experiencing a lot of that. Because the things that happen to us that we perceive as bad are actually supposed to open our eyes and expand our consciousness and our awareness and make us see things and learn things from deeper levels and higher perspectives of self. It's so you can grow. But a lot of people in your ego too much in that lower energy, in that lower state of consciousness, right? You're going to perceive it as bad. You're going to perceive it as you're a victim and you victimize yourself. And then that's how you just go lower and lower and lower in your ascension instead of rising. You know what I'm saying? For people who may have been people pleasers in the past, you are not kissing.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I come across to, we have conversations like, and then that's another thing. People will come up to you with the awkward, with so-called awkward and divine energy that I have. People still come up to me and want to talk about their life. So I be having conversations and stuff like that. And hold on, y'all. But yeah, I had to pause right quick. I had to talk some personal stuff. But yeah, like, I forgot what I was saying, bro.
Ass anymore. You're in what you would call your villain era, and people are looking. people might be saying that you changed, you're acting different, you're meaner, you're whatever, but it's not that you're being mean, it's that you're being firm on your boundaries. And when people are used to you not being firm in boundaries, when people are used to being able to manipulate you and they no longer can manipulate you anymore, then you become the bad guy, the villain in their eyes, right? So that's where the
Facts.
villain.
When you really take stand on who you are, and you don't want to be the people pleaser no more. And you take stand of your energy and your vibrations and how you move. A lot of people ain't gonna like that, and that's what I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I try to be the best friend. I try to be, the best friend to everybody and stuff like that. And then you'll find out that you losing out on yourself because you're trying to be please them, and you reciprocate that energy. So that it's a learning lesson with that. And once you have discernment of who you give your energy to, actions speak more loud than words. And that's how you supposed to move in this shit. Because you don't want to be depressed. You don't want to be being like, damn, why I feel like this? I'm trying to help everybody else. I'm losing myself. You don't want to ever come to that point to where you lose yourself. You always gotta tap in and understand and move differently, bro.
Comes in, and it is what it is, and you got to just know that you're doing the right thing for you. This does not change your intentions for humanity. This does not change your intentions for life. You still have good intentions for everybody. You still want to see everybody do well. You still want to see everybody do good, but you have to understand that you have to give that energy to yourself more than anybody else. And for a lot of us, we've been giving that energy and that love and that guidance and that support and that grace and that patience to everybody else, but not to ourselves. We beat ourselves up. We're our hardest critics, but we're so soft and nice and that angel to somebody else. And so you have to, and a lot of us are being taught to give that to yourself right now, right? So you might be going through a lot of things, a lot of situations and experiences where you have to tell people no. And your God is telling you to tell people no. You know what I'm saying? It's not you doing that out of pride, it's not you doing that out of conceit, it's not you doing out of I think I'm better than you, it's not any of that. It's you doing that for your higher self. You get what I'm saying? For God. It's you doing that for your own self, for your own protection, for your own well-being, peace of mind type shit. You get what I'm saying? So we have a lot of that going on. And it could feel like suspenseful, nerve-wracking, kind of like uneasy type of energy, chaos. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn. For a lot of us, I'm gonna say for myself, this is how it was for me. I was so much in my light, right? I was suppressing a lot of darkness. That's just what it's been for me. So right now, wants to experience that darkness that I've been suppressing. It's not even that it wants to, it's just like that's what it is right now. That is what's happening right now. That is what nature is causing to happen. Whatever has been suppressed and hidden is coming to the surface. And that's why I feel like these two moons and all of this shit is coming out right now in nature. It's the same thing that's happening within us. We are being illuminated from the inside out. So all that darkness that we hid is coming out, or all that light that we hid. Right? Because now all of us are hiding darkness or suppressing darkness.
Facts. I fact the only thing that's holding me back, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, is my balance out about the lust that I have. As a man, we don't meet everybody, or the man of vision, the mission. We have discernment with what woman we deal with. And most of the time, these ladies perceive themselves as, they it's hard to explain. I'm trying to explain it. It's like once you have a lust addiction, it's like they do things to trigger that lust. So it's like it's very hard to balance that shit out. But it needs to happen as well as a man. You need to tap into that sexual energy, but at the same time, you need to balance out the lust. So that's what I'm battling. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my prime, so it's like I'm battling the lust because I don't fuck with everybody like that. But at the same time, it's like it's very hard. And I never really told nobody that, like on a public, platform. But that's what I'm battling. And some days I'm able to not have that thought, but at the same time, some days I be so sexually inclined that shit just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it just a balance. I'm balancing. I gotta balance out. I gotta balance it out. But other than that, I'm the GOAT. So, within myself. But that's the number one thing that I'm battling. And I think that's one of the things that's kind of low key, you know, not holding me back from meeting, a divine feminine, but it's just something that I gotta deal with, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's something that, that might not, I don't know. I'm just battling that shit. It's really hard to explain. I feel like I'm battling it, but at the same time I need it within myself. At the same, if that makes sense, bro. I'm trying to break it down. I can't do it. I can't explain it either more harder than that. Like,
being selfish, more so in that villain era, more so in that, less emotional, less connected to the heart space type of energy, right? And now we're being forced to get that softer side out.
yeah, you said you gotta do lectures on shaman way of healing books. I showed y'all. Yeah, we do. Because maybe that will help, or maybe it's going to help that balancing out. But it's another part of me that love that shit. Like it's like it's like an evil side, dark side. I love that shit. But at the same time, my divine side is like, okay, you gotta balance this shit out. If you want to really find the balance, you gotta balance that shit out. But then the evil side, like, man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have that obsession. You gotta so it's like this shit is crazy. But that's what I'm battling. But it's not stopping my creative energy, how I make music, or it's not really stopping my divine side. It's just that I just got that part, you know what I'm saying? That low level part. And shit is it's a task, bro. Especially when you see it's like when you see the females how they look, like it's a task for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I feel like I'm battling in this realm. It's really no attachments because I understand now that everybody come and go. And but I also, appreciate my family. I love them to death, and I'm here for the moments for them as they for me. But that's the only thing that I'm battling. And shit is deep, man. It's like for me to go through this, it's like it couldn't be no regular shit like no drinking or like no other job. It had to be something just to really take me kind of like not off my game, but it had to be something like this that don't make nobody a perfect being. It had to be this that like deep shit that I'm going through, because it couldn't be no regular shit. Like it had to be some deep shit like this for me to like not be a fully so-called perfect person. Like I never told nobody this on live screen, so it's crazy.
Right? So it's not necessarily only darkness is coming out. It's whatever you have been suppressing. So it's going to be different for everybody. If this resonates for you, then it resonates. But it's going to be different.
Her King is not evil. He thought it's not evil, it's just pay to play. Right. You're right. You're right. But see, my thoughts be like, damn, if I don't get this under control, maybe I might reincarnate back to this shit. No, I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to leave this shit. Cause I feel like it's nothing, I don't have no like, okay. I was watching a Real Kai video. She was like, you don't want to be in this world and be down and out, with your thoughts and don't want to do nothing. You gotta be tap in and stuff like that. So it's like it's not that I feel like this is I be like kind of down in this realm. Sometimes it don't be a good day every day, but it's like it's just that I feel like I need to I'm graduating. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if I don't balance that out, I have to come back and like what you call it? We got to start over a grade, get left back or something. Like that's how I feel, but it's not that, bro. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit is crazy. Like.
So in that dark energy, more so being selfish, more so in that villain era, more so in that, less emotional, less connected to the heart space type of energy, right? And now we're being forced to get that softer side out, right? So it's not necessarily only darkness is coming out. It's whatever you have been suppressing, so it's going to be different for everybody. If this resonates for you, then it resonates, but it's going to be different for every single body. If you have been suppressing light, you're going to be, forced right now to have more of that come out of you. So you might be a person that never used to cry before, and right now you're super emotional. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why am I crying? Why is this shit coming out? Why? It was so easier before for me to be able to find peace in the.
You're right. I'm not coming back either, but I feel like it's based off of frequency too. Like that's why I always try to stress that frequency thing, because just think about it. Like if you like leave this while in a lower state, you most likely gonna come back because you feel like you missed out on something. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I don't feel like I missed out on nothing. I feel like I already did that. I already had all the hoes and the girls and the woman and stuff in my last life. So that's why I kind of like, want something, one solid one this life, but at the same time, I understand that it might not even happen. So I'm at peace with everything what is. So my frequency, once I leave this shit, is gonna be on a high. And I just feel like that shit gonna make me be able to graduate and leave and don't come back to this shit. Like, that's how I feel. I think it's a frequency thing. Cause just think about it, like when somebody like, die something and they get shot and they be in a lower state of fear, they're most likely gonna come back because they feel like they didn't they got taken out wrong or something like that. It just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a frequency thing. That part is really hard to explain to me, and that's how I feel about that, but we got some more videos by Jason, but I'm gonna play this one track called Bread and Butter, and we got some more videos. We just vibing out, bro. Yo, that Bread and Butter joint is so tough, bro. Like, I like how the beat is. I like the melody. I like what I was saying. And it relates to what Damari was saying about the dark and light. You know what I'm saying? The bread and the butter. And that title came from my Baby Boy scene when your boy Vin Rhymes was talking to Tyrese and Oh My Good, and they was in the room. And he was like, the bread and the butter. Some of you were saying, he was like, y'all young punks. Like, so when I heard that, I'm like, yo, that, and I was already in the making or recording songs. I was like, man, that's a good album title, The Bread and Butter. Like, so that's when I did that shit, and I you know, I made the album name Bread and Butter. Came off from a Tyrese Van Rhyme scene from Baby Boy, and that's crazy because that whole movie had to do ad-lib effect in it. So it just goes to show, like, everything that you see and look is aligned to what you need to see and look at that time, at that divine time. And so y'all just gotta have discernment in this see what it is. Yeah, you're right. Peace, OG in the building. Much love, respect. You know, much love. He played my song the other day, me and Low Key song. Appreciate him for doing that. I much respect and love for sure. Like from the deepest of my soul. You know what I'm saying? I respect all y'all, man. Like it's just real to see people like this on the internet. You know what I'm saying? No trolls, just genuine, real people commenting, and you can sense it in the comments, how the soul of them. And that's how deep it goes. You can sense that shit in the comments. Like, and I really much appreciate that and respect that for sure. And I'm gonna come back on your live stream whenever you go live, like in the grand rising hours. I'll make sure I pull up and show love to it well, OG, for sure. Like, much love and respect. Yeah, so I got this video by Jason. He asking about what he's gonna talk about, the America's collapse will expose who's a line or not. And if y'all can understand my talking, like I told y'all, this wine got my mouth watering. It got my mouth watering, bro. So I'm trying to literally talk so y'all can understand. But this guy got my mouth watering, bro. Yeah, Jason.
Walking the same streets, breathing in the same air, watching the same events unfold, but they will not be living in the same reality. One group will see chaos and collapse. The other will see alignment and opportunity. The difference will not be money or politics. It will be awareness. And you can already see it if you're paying attention.
Hold on, man. I hope y'all can hear Jason, cause I don't know what this man got going on, bro. Like he literally, what's wrong with this man volume, bro? This job blowing me. What's wrong with this man volume? Like, I'm gonna try to play it again. I'm trying to get together, y'all. I'm literally trying to get together. What is wrong with Jason volume on his video? I hope y'all can hear it though. All right, come on. All right, I'm gonna play it one more time.
America finally reaches its breaking point. Only 2,000 people will remain. They'll be walking the same streets, breathing in the same air, watching the same events unfold, but they will not be living in the same reality. One group will see chaos and collapse. The other will see alignment and opportunity.
Can y'all hear this, man? Hold on, bro. I'm gonna have to do something. See, this is crazy. He talking about speed up to 1.3 times. All right.
The difference will not be money.
Nah, this man, he going too fast. All right, y'all, please, y'all work with me. I'm trying to get this man volume right. It's something wrong with his video. All right, hold on, y'all.
America finally reaches its breaking point. Only 2,000 people will remain. They'll be walking the same streets, breathing in the same air, watching the same events unfold, but they will not be living in the same reality. One group will see chaos and collapse. The other will see alignment and opportunity. The difference will not be money or politics. It will be awareness.
Okay, so I get what he's saying. He's saying that when the America's collapse, which is happening now, you're gonna have people who just be straight out crashing out because they don't understand what the fuck going on. They're gonna be like, damn, I'm losing my house, I'm losing my stock, I'm losing everything that I work for in this system. So they ain't gonna be able to understand the internal awareness that it's gonna have to play a part, most importantly, when this shit crash. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have to like the job's gonna be gone, all this shit that people work for, all that shit gonna be gone. All you're gonna have is gonna come back to yourself. So a lot of people ain't gonna be able to tap into that shit. And not, like I said, not to judge, but the shit gonna be reality. And they're gonna have to literally sign their soul over to a digital ID or some shit and try to retain all that they work for, which gonna have a technology effect on it because it's gonna be either AI, robots, all that shit gonna play a part. It's going, like I've been saying this shit since 2021. I've been saying this shit. I made a song called Digital World, bro. What I was saying, you got to literally tap into your soul when this shit come to where it needs to come at. Shit is real. And it's sad at the same time. But at the same time, I'm kind of like looking forward to it because it needs to be that. It needs to be that. Niggas tired of working 9 to 5, bro, for some shit that this gonna kill everybody in the end. Yeah, we might get so-called Social Security, but at the same time, that is not worth our soul. We need we need more than that to even live. Like, so man, that shit crazy, bro.
See it and paying attention. The system is breaking down piece by piece. Prices keep rising. The paychecks stay the same. People are exhausted from working themselves to death for less. You go into the store and you can feel it. The tension, the quiet panic sitting in the air. Shelves half stocked. Employees numb. Even the customers are tired. Everyone knows there's something wrong, even if
Man, I'm telling you, I went to Walmart and Kroger the other day. These cashiers, the workers are looking stressed out. Everybody looking like they know what time it is. They know a revolution is now. They know it's now, bro. Like I'm literally seeing in people's eyes. They know if it's a speck of a chance they can do that shit, they will do it. And they know it's now. People looking so like drained, bro, and it's sad. It's real sad to see. Cause I know people want to be like, okay, fuck all this shit, let's do it.
Explain it. Every headline, every protest, every outage, every scandal is another fracture in this foundation. And anyone who can read patterns can see this pretty clearly. America has finally reached its breaking point. The illusion is cracking, and the illusion underneath is starting to show. The ironic thing about this situation is how much this place mocked the spiritual. They said it was pseudo-scientific. They said it was delusion. But it's ironic that the people who are tapped in...
Facts. They were looking at us like we was the crazy ones back in 2020 when this shit was going on. When they made everybody take that jab and people lost their mind because they couldn't figure out, oh, I'm going to die. They lost their whole mind. And sad to say, some people did lost their mind, but it wasn't because they didn't take the shot. It because they took the shot. They died from blood clots. They died from all this other shit that was in them shots. They died from that shit. They didn't want to say that, though. They want to act like they had COVID and they died. Nah, they took that shot and people bodies could not react well, so it lost. They lost their soul with that shit. I stood on business. I'm still proud that I did that shit. I had jobs and shit, and like they were like, yo, you might have to take the shot and shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't taking that shit, bro. I don't care if I lose that shit. I still have my car too. So I like, bro, I would have did some DoorDash and Lyft. You feel me? So I stood on business with that shit, and lo and behold, that job, you know, wasn't the ones that was neglected to take that. But I stood on business, bro. I stood on what I know, because like I say, I did my research, but at the same time, I was looking at a Young Pharaoh video and he was talking about that shit, and like that inspired me not to take that shit. And then, you know, Rashad Jamal had a video and then he said the same shit. But I did my own research on it, and I was like, and I seen that they had, you know, certain parts of the ingredients for AIDS and HIV, and they had dead babies in that shit. I'm like, bro, nobody taking that shit. So that's when I wasn't gonna take it, bro. And I stood on business, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of everybody who didn't take that shit, bro. We stood on business, and you see where it leads now. We was right the whole time, but it was calling us crazy, psycho, delusional, and shit like that. So, oh, you gonna die if you don't take it. Fuck all that. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Spiritual people, the neurodivergent people, are the ones who recognize these patterns and convergences first. The pattern seers, the deep feelers, the people who could sense the shift before it even reached the news. And not to go on a side rant, but I always felt like America has had and not to go too far off on a tangent, but I've always felt that America...
Boy, this man Jason talks too fast, bro. Like, I'm literally trying to catch every word, and I don't understand why his video is like this, because it don't usually be like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get what he's saying, and I get what he's saying, but it's just that I'm trying to help, like, get my people. I'm trying to react to his what his truth is and my truth, and receive it to y'all. But it's like he just talking too fast today, and I know my mouth watering. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to talk fast, so it's like Jason is really messing me up right now. Like,
has been at war with neurodivergence, not because we were broken, but because we are perceptive, because we couldn't fully be programmed the way that they wanted us to be. And it's just crazy that the same system that overstimulated us and over-traumatized us into a completely different wiring, this system changed the way our brains work. But then the system punishes us for the very insight that came from our wired differently brains. You get what I'm saying? Now this perception has become an advantage. The neurodivergent and the spiritually attuned are the ones that are reading the signals, that are seeing the convergence is happening, are recognizing the patterns, and ultimately understanding what's going on right now. Understanding that the matrix is collapsing in real time from the inside out. And when this collapse reaches its peak, the contrast will be undeniable. On one side, you have people who trusted this government, this system completely. The banks, the government, the corporate gods. And when these things fail,
And I ain't gonna lie, we woke a lot of people up, man. You know, especially in my real life, I woke a lot of people up, and they just don't want to give me credit, which I don't, want the credit, but like at the same time, you could tell you woke a lot of people up because they see things differently. They ask you kind of questions where they know you're gonna get a different perspective than what society and what the service level news would tell them. They ask you the questions, and you be like, and you tell them the questions, and they be like, damn, I never thought about it like that. That's the change and shift of the frequency, because when we said in 2020, everybody called us crazy and shit like that. But now, 5 years after this shit, they coming to you asking you questions, and actually they thinking about what you said now. That's the power of a collective frequency that can play a part in a revolution, bro. Just think about that shit. Like, just think about that shit, bro. That's crazy. Like, that shit crazy.
have nothing left. Fear will be the people over here alive. They'll have no choice but to run on instinct. They'll be desperate for direction. And then on the other side, you have another group of people who already made peace with the collapse. This group of people have realized long ago that reality starts in the mind. These people over here practice stillness and the noise. These people over here practice building peace when there was chaos. And when this world goes dark, the people over here will still have light. You see, those people who are aligned will look supernatural. When others are starving, they'll find food appearing in the most mysterious of ways. When others panic, their steps will be guided to provision in safety, not through luck, but through resonance, vibration. Reality itself will bend to meet them because they know who they really are, the dreamer and the dream. And when you align with the infinite self, then matter, this material world, conforms to you. Matter responds. Coincidences start to line up. Doors start to open that logic says shouldn't exist. What looks like a miracle to the unaligned is just nature cooperating with consciousness. But the unaligned will not understand. They'll call it witchcraft or luck.
Facts. They call it everything but what they need to call it, and that's truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just like, man, this shit gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, bro, I'm gonna let Jason got a long video, so this the first half I just got done. But we're gonna play this song called Life Get Crazy, bro, because guess what? It does get crazy.
When you wanna change, will crazy. How life gets crazy. How life gets crazy. How life gets crazy. Crazy. What? Crazy. How life gets crazy. How life gets crazy. How life gets crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, King, that song is an instant classic, man. Like y'all boys killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the way, the real life, man, real music come from real experiences in life. You know what I'm saying? And like with y'all boys, the flow and the cadence and all that shit is better than the mainstream. That's why I say, man, fuck mainstream. Like I haven't jammed a real mainstream artist since about like 2014, and that was with J. Cole. But at the same time, like even him, he don't have the same shit no more. Everybody glazing Kendrick. That man is not even the end all be all with real music. He just saying shit that just he think that the public need to hear, but deep down, I feel like he's not really even that tap in for real. And they're using him as the face of like so-called spiritual truth rap. No, he's not. He's not even close to what the fuck he gotta say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just tired of people glazing him, bro. Every time, bro, like it just glazes, man. Like he don't even, say the real. He just say surface level, surface level so-called truth shit, and he don't really tap deep into what he need to say because I guess what he's scared, and he got I forgot the name of his record label. But all that plays a part in what he say and do. And the shit that he did at the Super Bowl, that shit was it was planted by the industry, bro. Straight up. I don't care what nobody say. If he's so much against the industry, why the fuck they put him in a Super Bowl performance? And why he's aligned with Jay-Z? Like it just don't make sense because when you real, you're gonna have the industry not really fucking with you like that. And that's the real truth. And shout out to D'Angelo. He passed away, which I feel like the industry had something to do. Because how in the world Angie Stone and him was together and they was talking about the masters and owning their music and they died in the same year, 7 months after she died? Man, come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? So you said I'm Kendrick's favorite. Facts, man. Like Kendrick swear he be saying some shit that nobody ain't never said to him. That watch the party die. Who give a fuck about watch the party die? Like who gives a fuck about that shit? Is you talking about Diddy or the industry? Because at the same time, he don't never say a name. The nigga be talking to codes, bro. Stop that. You already got the world looking at you. Say the realest shit that you ever gotta say. Tupac, even though I feel like he was an industry puppet too, but he said some real shit. But at the same time, even he was dissing people and saying their name more than Kendrick. Kendrick want to pick on Drake though. He want to pick on Drake and act like Drake the only one doing the shit that he doing, bro. You got a whole industry full of J words, bro. Come on, man. And he want to get on Drake though. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, and then he talk about and then when he didn't want to get mad at Drake because Drake said you acting rapping like you want to get the slaves free because he is acting like that. If you want to get the slaves free, stop aligning yourself with the fucking industry. Kendrick Lamar. I'm tired of this man. Everybody glazing him. And then another thing, the NBA YoungBoy frequency is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the hype behind NBA YoungBoy. I understand how you got the chokehold of the youth, but it's like, bruh, maybe I'm just getting old, but at the same time, they just give him a pass too. They act like NBA YoungBoy that part of the industry talking about, NBA YoungBoy talking real shit. I don't think the industry really fucking with him. Just the fuck they is. Cause at the same time, how the fuck NBA YoungBoy gonna have sold out shows if the industry ain't doing shit, bro? Like, come on, man. He got the youth in the chokehold. The industry gonna want a part of that, and that's what they doing. Tired of that, man. Let me calm down because at the end of the day, I just feel like maybe I'm just getting old, or maybe I just see what the frequency to be, and that's why I'm making that AI movie called The Frequency, and I'm dropping episodes every other day, bro, because I feel like that's what the fuck going on, like niggas controlling the frequency and shit, like yeah, 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 Ken, man, look, because yesterday I was supposed to do it, and I just had a lot going on, and I just felt tired, you know what I'm saying, but today I'm back with it, bro. Shout out to Amazon. You feel me? We gotta make a song together. We gotta make a song together. You know what I'm saying? Cause I appreciate you. And low key, I feel like I ain't even about to say that part. cause that picture showed up like, dang, she kind of, you feel me? She kind of beautiful now. You feel me? She kind of beautiful. Kane, that's me. That's me, Kane. That's me. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But let's get back to Jason.
Gods or demons. They're trying to explain away what they are witnessing because they just won't be able to comprehend that these so-called miracles they see other people doing were always available to them.
Can y'all hear Jason? Kane talking about she's talking we found. Nah, you feel me? We found at the same time. We ain't blood related. I'm just playing with y'all. But Hurricane was like, you went Super Saiyan like Gohan when he's facts. You feel me? You feel me? I hope I can hear Jason, man, because this man tripping with this video. All right, hold on.
They just chose to ignore the works that unlock that part of you. The same Christ energy that they waited for was meant to rise through them, but they were just too distracted.
That's a bar. That's a bar, Kane. You were like crystal, banter, and weed is all I need, right? Yep. All right, y'all can hear Jason. I bet. Cause I don't know what's wrong with his video. This man must be outside or something.
He said, I and the Father are one.
I don't know.
The matter, this material world, conforms to you. Matter responds. Coincidences start to line up. Doors start to open. That logic says shouldn't exist. What looks like a miracle to the unaligned is just nature cooperating with consciousness. But the unaligned will not understand. They'll call it witchcraft or luck. Maybe even aligned gods or demons. They'll try to explain away what they are witnessing because they just won't be able to comprehend that these so-called miracles they see other people doing were always available to them. They just chose to ignore the works that unlock that part of you. The same Christ energy that they waited for was meant to rise through them, but they were just too distracted to notice. And this is what Jesus meant when he said, I and the Father are one. It wasn't religion, it was physics. The recognition that the observer and the observed are the same. The aligned understand that consciousness collapses probably.
Facts, man. I feel like, man, this religion shit, it really started a revolution because they did that early on. Just imagine if they didn't put that out there. The revolution would have stopped a long time ago. But they put that illusion and that character and all that shit to make us feel some shit that was gonna come, which was never gonna come. And that shit is crazy. They knew what they was doing. Now we waking up and we seeing what the fuck going on. Like it's just, bro. This shit is crazy. They put the mind games and the witchcraft and all that shit to stop us, but we still woke the fuck up though. Like that shit crazy.
Into matter. They know that creation doesn't start out there. It starts in here. And you remember that. You stop reacting and start composing. But most people never made it that far. They chose to numb themselves instead. They spent years doom scrolling through the outrage and nonsense, waking up to their phones before they even greeted their own minds. They worship celebrity drama. They fought strangers over politics. They cheered for sports teams that were owned by billionaires who never cared if they got their next meal or not. They chose to drown their higher self in TikToks and Reels and Netflix marathons and other addictions dressed up as self-care, all to avoid the silence that would force them to meet their own soul. Deep down, they knew there was something wrong, but they turned the volume up and they hoped that the truth would stay quiet.
Nope.
That. People like me, we sat with our pain. We faced the darkness instead of running from it. We learned to breathe through the noise, to find God in the stillness, to see that Source has never left.
Never left, bro.
You prepare yourself for the long night so that when the lights go out, you can still see. We are the stones that the builder refused, and we will be the head cornerstone. Every hardship was a lesson in alchemy. Every rejection was training. Every time we chose awareness over distraction, we refined our frequency. That's the Christ consciousness, not worship, but remembrance. The same divine intelligence that moves through Jesus moves through us. So when this empire collapses, and it will, the aligned will move through it untouched. They'll walk through the chaos like choreography. Synchronicities will guide their steps. Food will come when it's needed. Shelter will appear when it's time. Connections will manifest out of thin air, not because they prayed for miracles, but because they became the miracle. They stopped waiting for heaven to arrive and started building it here and now.
Facts.
Meanwhile, those who mock the truth will see what judgment really is. It isn't lightning from the sky, it's reflection. They'll manifest the very prisons that they built in their mind. Their fear will become reality. Their disbelief will become their punishment. And somebody tried to warn them. Somebody tried to wake them up. And instead, they laughed. They scrolled. They kept sleeping. And now the tables are turning. The same ones who they call crazy will look like gods. The same ones they ignored will become the living proof of what happens when you are aligned with the infinite self, when you align with the source. So let the dead stay with the dead, and let the living walk with the living. Because what's dying isn't the world, it's the lie. And that is what's rising through us into this.
Facts, bro. What he said is what we not dying. The truth is alive. That shit is deep. And with that being said, let's play Beyond the Surface, bro, by Soul Singer, motherfucking from the Seaport 912 Georgia, G1A. I mean GA. You know what I'm saying? Let's play this track, Beyond the Surface, Bread and Butter, 2024. Came out in December. 8 tracks. One of my best albums. Let's play Beyond the Surface, bro.
Beyond the surface, beyond the surface, beyond the surface, yeah, to flow through the wind, see the signs, sees us come and go, people leave you. Stay around, live like I know, even through my empathy for the world. Crying is cleansing, see the truth, being the truth, never afraid. When I built this whole thing, mother of humanity, create me. Boys will be men, and the men will be godly. Woman is the core, it's our soul. I know it's hard, but it's beyond the surface. Deeper till we know, beyond the surface. Beyond the surface, what did we know? Beyond the surface, what did we know? Beyond the surface, what did we know? They say it's a war in the heavens, but it's a war in the mind. You just know you can defeat anything. Mirror, mirror on the wall, you have to see what you are before you walk. You must crawl. It start with you. For in the mind, you have to save you. Beyond the surface, beyond the surface, yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane. That Flood series is a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? And then even Bread and Butter wasn't supposed to come out, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But I heard this guy named Desmond Parks, and I heard this song called Yesterday, and that shit just inspired me. Plus, I had leftover songs from me and Sadie when we supposed to do a duet album. And I was like, man, she didn't want to do it no more. So that's when I went back to the to record, and that just made Bread and Butter. You know, so that album wasn't really supposed to come out. And then, you know, and then The Flood, from intro to outro, that album crazy. You know what I'm saying? I still be jamming some of that stuff too. And I'm just ready for your next work, because the songs I heard so far it's bangers, man. Like, you could tell you're really loving and feeling and understanding your style and your artistry. It is a breath of fresh air, and it's important, you know, for hip hop. And what you're doing for hip hop is what I'm trying to do for R&B and soul. Because what we have in mainstream for R&B is not really R&B. That shit is some other shit. It's called toxic R&B. That's what I call it. And the shit that we lost, bro, from Curtis Mayfield and Marvin, Smokey, all that shit we lost, bro. And I'm just trying to bring it back, man. Not many people still doing that shit, but fuck it. I don't care who fucking with it. I'm fuck with it. And Amazon, I'm gonna need you to go upstairs and get that Wi-Fi, because I want you to be here. Want you to be here. But yeah, like, I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the 6 views, bro. Y'all must be waiting for this mental checker. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all must be waiting for this shit. But shout out to y'all, man. Like, y'all just understand that if we link up in real life, this shit is gonna be a community. It's gonna be a community where people can't fuck with us, bro. Like, I just feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is an abundant time for me, man. You know, to really have people that you haven't met in your city. And the shit is crazy, because you be like, damn, I really don't have nobody in my city like this. But then you see y'all and y'all comment and y'all showing with support. And that shit, I really fuck with that shit. You know, because I never look for validation. But at the same time, when people fuck with the frequency, you just gotta be appreciative and love that shit with much love and respect. And that's how I feel. Like, that's how I feel. Well, you upload a new song. Oh snap. I love a song. Shit. I'm about to, you got the link. I'll play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Amazon, bro. I'm about to go to the link. But yeah, so it been a good show, y'all. I know y'all probably want some more videos, but shit. Let's play another track. And I got another video. But and then I'll play Amazon's song, and then we're gonna head on out. Let me see. But yeah, man, I appreciate the love, y'all. Because like I said, I was kind of like not feeling like doing it yesterday, and I had a lot of stuff in my mind, but not a lot of stuff in my mind. I just sometimes when you doing something else creative, you just don't have time for the other stuff. So it's like I just didn't have time yesterday, but today I got time, and I just want to get stuff off my chest that I felt that need to be off my chest, man. Like, you can't hold this creative energy too long, because you'll be like, damn, I gotta release this somehow. Let's play this song.
To be alive, a great time.
Okay, I think I found the link. I went on YouTube. Cause with the laptop, I can still be on I can still be on the little live stream and still get it. But yeah, I see the link to Hurricane. But I play it. But I download it real quick. But yeah, man. Much love to y'all, bro. For real. Much love and respect. Yeah. About to play this joint world premiere like Hurricane be saying. I can't do the little voiceovers like Hurricane. This man do it without the effects. I'm about to be like one of the pop. I forgot how they said it. They were like I forgot how they said it. It was so long ago. I'm gonna do like Don Cornelius. We have a new singer. Don Cornelius to talk so heavy, bro. That's crazy. So let's play a world premiere. Our first song is called love song Falling Short. So we gonna play it world premiere, man. Hope y'all ready. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't mean to feel this deep, but here I go again. You don't rush my vibe, you just match my flow. You don't say too much, but your silence shows. Every time you smile, I forget the time. And every word you whisper sits between my mind. When you touch my hand, I lose control. Tryna play it cool, but my heart says no. I told myself I wouldn't fall again, but here you come, baby, here we go. I'm falling slow, but I'm falling sure. You the calm in the chaos. I adore every look from you, feels brand new. I'm falling slow, straight into you. Move like music, smooth in tune. You the late night talk and the Sunday noon. I try to fight it, but love caught on. Now I'm humming your name like my favorite song. Every time you call, I can't say no. You the peace I prayed for long ago. I said away for what feels true. Guess the way was only leading me to you. I'm falling slow, but I'm falling sure. You the calm in the chaos. I adore every look from you, feels brand new. I'm falling slow. You don't rush the moment, don't break the spell. We right where the heartbeat dwells. If this is love, I'm not afraid. I'll dive in deeper, unafraid to. Falling slow, but I'm falling short. Every heartbeat saying you the cure. Every glance feels like deja vu. I'm falling slow, straight into you. Yeah, falling. Falling straight into you.
Yeah, much love, man. I love that track. It's a soulful track. Yeah, it's amazing. Divine, divine peace. Um, very much respected. Coming from a R&B community that don't express. Well, I don't want to say I come from the R&B community, but like modern day R&B just don't have that emotional soul that it used to have. And for an AI song to still express that, and you put time and effort into it, um, that's a good thing, because you have some AI songs who don't express the emotion, but this AI song expressed the emotion more than the mainstream artist, and that says a lot. That says that mainstream is trash as shit. So I appreciate that, come up, so I appreciate that. I will play it too on the jam session and stuff coming. But yeah, much love and respect to that record, you know. Uh yeah, yeah, I grew up off old school music. My dad was a music lover, and my granddad used to sing and wanted my dad to play a sax. So I guess the full circle moment came all around when I decided to really pursue making music, and that's just basically like a salute and a generational thing for me to be creating, because it's like a uh salute to them, because they wanted somebody to do this in the family, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is base It's more of a mission for them than me, but I still love music and I love to create and be creative, but like it's my gratitude to them to keep creating, and that's what I'm gonna continue doing. Yeah, you said your dad always listen to old school, old soul, used to listen to soul music. Yeah, you're right. Cause that music was just a different frequency. It showed all elements of life. It showed all elements of life. The hustle, the love, the self awareness. Not to say hip hop don't do that, but like soul music needed to happen for hip hop to come, and that's where the union needs to come back together again. Cause the '90s really show how to blend hip hop and R&B to make it more high frequency and people fall in love again, and be able to have a sense of knowledge again too as well. Um, yeah, so we fighting the frequency that they trying to keep push, but we gonna win. We gonna win, bro. Yeah, yeah, we do need to make a song together. I'm down for it. I'm really down for it. Cause I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna do my thing. Right, Kane. That's facts. Yes, she said. Yes, the women were still ladies, no bitches, and the men were gentlemen. Yeah, right. Nowadays, most guys they try to say NBA young boy try to bring back the emotion, but that shit don't make sense to me, because he's basically he's for the young guys that or the young men that's growing up. They don't have no so-called father figure. So they're looking at him as the father figure, and they kind of being misled astray, because he don't display, not to judge him at all. I know he's still evolving, he's still learning as a young man himself, but he's part of that industry. So he's not going to have a organic growth where he can really spit knowledge to the youth, because he got the youth in a chokehold. I'm telling y'all, I used to work for the school as a school security, and these kids play this man music nonstop. They literally look up to this young man, and it just so crazy that he got the youth like this, and he don't know the power he have. You have young men crying, wanting to meet him, and he's almost the same age as them, and that shows, the lack of a father in the family to guide these young men. And I did somebody to talk to the young boy and get him to really really push forth the energy and the positive light, because he having Casket on these shows and showing that that you have to it just I don't know what he's trying to push, honestly, and I don't think he know the power he have, and he even say his music is demonic. So that shit is deep. It's just deep, man. And then it kind of worries me a little bit, but we just got to see what happens. And my thing is they're trying to gain all this energy from him, because they're gonna try to knock him off and get that harvesting energy, and that's what I think. So it's a deep frequency thing going on right now, and it's crazy. Yeah, yep. But I'm gonna close it out, y'all, and it's been a good show. I appreciate everybody that came through, and I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna play one more song, and I'm gonna end it, and I'll see y'all on Hurricane, or I might see you on Amazon when she go live. Pull up on y'all, man. It been a gratitude. All right, y'all. Gratitude, abundance. Make sure y'all check out Hurricane. He going live as soon as he get home. HSN special report. I know there's a lot of news going on, and yeah. So change the channels to Hurricane HHN special report. I might say it like HHN special report. Check 1, 2. Some used to say, but yeah. Gratitude to y'all. I'm out, man. Much love and respect. Ashe.